Hello, my honeys. It's the siren you're dying for. Cherry Bomb. Only on Crescent Valley Student Radio.
And hello there, fellow NPCs. I am Carbon Scythe, and today we're getting back into Love Sucks together with my favorite co-host, Cherry Bomb, and shit like that. Either way, we are getting back into Love Sucks, and we have died once already, and we had been lucky once, but that led to our death. So we are back in time now, and we are going to go to the science building and see if we can stop the girls from killing me back there. Yes. Feisty succubus in that not so tech savvy vampire wants to dig into me. We'll see how all that goes. But for now, let's go.
These lips put the lush in plush.
Woo. Very powerful start.
What? Can't a girl enjoy a lollipop on Halloween anymore?
Ooh.
Speaking of, I'll be puckering up for charity at the kissing booth tomorrow.
Oh.
After your fill of rides, come and taste what these luscious lips feel like.
Has that ever been a thing in American culture, that there is kissing booths? I mean, that sounds so stupid, but I don't know how to feel about them. Those would not work here in Sweden, that's for damn sure.
No tongue, though. Not for kissing, anyway.
Ow!
See you there. And favor, please?
Okay.
Mouthwash.
Of
Use
course.
it.
That makes sense. Anna and Kurt walked across the school grounds towards the science building. Anna was clinging to his arm the entire time, her arms wrapped around the sleeves of his jacket. She was really pouring on the charm. If Kurt didn't know their scheme, he'd probably be wrapped around her finger. It felt odd to be walking with her when it felt like an hour ago she tried to kill him. Well, did kill him. But other than that, he wasn't starting to feel tired like last time. As he moved across campus, they were getting a lot of looks, mostly due to Anna's costume. She frequently blushed. She seemed extremely distracted as they walked through, disliking so much attention. Who are you? Ahead, Kurt spotted a student wearing a dinosaur mask and silly shirts. Kurt nodded towards the person. Look at that, Nimrod.
Where?
Is Nimrod an actual thing that succubus fear? Oh, I see. Sorry, you scared me. Kurt raised an eyebrow. Scared you? You okay? I thought that you said something else, is all. Okay. Kurt glanced down at her arm once again. I didn't watch a lot of Battle Bunnies, but I don't recall Amy having those sleeves things. Oh! Well, those are something I added. I got a thing about touching certain things. What do you mean, touching certain things? Holy crap, why can't I say it? Touching certain things. Kurt looked down at her arms wrapped around his, and then to her. Well, skin to skin anyway. Oh, I see. I got a thing. Oh. Yeah, like she is gonna drain your life force, sort of thing. Bit of a germaphobe, I guess. Naomi was right. It is when she touches skin. So, did you watch any of it? I've seen a few episodes, but they haven't been on the air in a while. I used to love to watch that show, every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 PM. I know crime-fighting magic girls with bunny robots might seem cliché now, but to me, it was the best thing in the world. Happens when you're a kid. She blushed a bit. You okay? Yes. A kid. Yeah, my shadow was a bit weird. Let's leave it there. Sure. So why Amy? Everyone always remembers Sherry's exploits as the leader, but Amy was more like the mom of the group. She always made sure everyone was okay. All the other bunnies saved the world, she made sure they were safe. Amy let the bad guy get away multiple times just to save one of the others. Okay. I always really liked Amy and wanted to be like her, to take care of everyone. If I remember correctly, Sherry stole the show a lot. Anna blushed. If I'm honest, Amy will always be my favorite, but deep down, I idolize Sherry. I wish I could be a bit more brave and assertive. Janice like Sherry that way, don't you think? I guess, but you know, you can be anything you want to be. You're not in a mold. Anna didn't seem so sure. We all have the parts we play. Well, I assure you, you can be anything you want to be. She gripped his arm harder. Soon enough, that might be true. That's what's up. The Smith Science Building was built in the 1920s with a grant from a rich alumni after they passed on. It was highly detailed in its architecture but fell into ruin over the years. However, with a grant from an infamous inventor, they gave it a facelift. It was renamed in their honor, and now the school kept it almost immaculate. Anna and Kurt stood by the door waiting for Jan to arrive, however there was no sign of her. As they waited though, someone else appeared. Hi Theo. Kurt gave her a... Wait, she's wearing the same outfit as I am. Yeah, we are not supposed to be switcherooing in this game, aren't we? Kurt gave her a look up and down, wearing quite a similar costume to his. One she never mentioned having. Ever. Well, this is awkward. So, when your uncle gave you that bomber jacket, I always thought it was really cool. I asked my parents for one, but mine never fit as well as yours did. When we decided to get you out like this, I thought maybe I could give it a try. With this scarf. I didn't think I'd see you. I thought you'd be too busy with the girls doing... Her eyes finally caught sight of Anna, and Anna blushed. Hi, Sarah. It took a moment for her to talk, a blush coming into her face. Hi, Anna. She pursed her lips as she stared at Anna's face, which Kurt knew was a method of hers to not stare at anything else. Really like your costume. It looked like Anna was embarrassed too, but was holding it in more gracefully. Thank you. I like yours too. Trouble broke out into a vivid blush. Thank you. I'm gonna let you two enjoy the night. Bye. She rushed off. You will be telling me everything that happened this night. She's gonna ask for details, you know that, right? Time passed, 10 minutes turned into 30 while they waited. Scores of people passed by the entrance as the two vaulted, laughing and giggling and having a good time. However, many eyes fell upon Anna and her costume. The more people that noticed Anna, the more she started to blush and fidget in place. The poor succubus looked like she was about to pop. Kurt, can we find a room inside? Please? Sure. They retreated to a nearby classroom and Kurt closed the door. Oh, I'm gonna increase the volume just a tad bit, because that was barely audible. Yeah, that might do it. But I'm assuming that she is basking in everyone's glares or something like that. She's just really enjoying being watched. Anna sat on a bench fidgeting like crazy, rubbing her legs together, a heavy flush across her face. She looked nervously at the door while her foot tapped on the floor. Kurt sat down next to her. Anna, are you okay? Yeah, fine. It's just not used to so many people staring. At the beginning of the night, you were strutting around bravely. That was the beginning of the night. What was that whimper? Not now. She nervously looked at the floor, fidgeting more, squirming uncomfortably. Ow! That's what's up! Anna bumped her purse with her hip, knocking it over onto the floor. The tip of something big and phallic peeked out.
Huh?
It's not what it looks like! It was exactly what it looked like.
Sometimes I just need help to get through the day. You wouldn't want to help me, would you?
Well, damn! How can you say no? Oh, I was expecting to say something, but I will be seeing you guys real soon. And we're back. Well, if you want to see that, you just have to go over to SpicyGaming.net now, don't you? The video will be up in a week. But yeah, for now, let's continue. A lot of good sounds going on. Kurt sat with Anna laying on his arm, wondering if Jan was going to come in. She saw them, but she didn't say anything. All three of them alone in the room was probably a bad idea. Yeah, that's true. And also, yeah, Jan did show up and just did not partake. Because that would end this run pretty quickly. He looked down at Anna. Did she even see Jan? She still looked in a daze. Anna, I wanna go to the bathroom. Are you gonna be okay? Sure. I need a minute to clean up anyway. Kurt moved out into the hallway and glanced around. A few people were walking the halls, but none seemed like they knew what was just transpired in the classroom. No sign of Jan either. Well, he did have to go to the bathroom anyway. While the rest of the building was pristine, the bathroom wasn't exactly. Kurt had heard from a staff member that they once used to try to keep the bathrooms in line with the aesthetics of the school. But they always ended up being ruined. They said it was akin to animals going to town on the place. Kurt thought it was the co-eds being co-eds, but now that he knew monsters existed, he began to wonder if it was werewolves or something. Slick moves in there! Kurt was startled by the sudden appearance, but Naomi held up a hand. Easy there, lover boy. Steady. Aim. Aim. He squinted at her. Still sneaking up on people? Still thinking with your dick? Speaking up. Her eyes glanced downward. Not bad. I can see why they're interested. Whew. Damn. Sure you're not a monster? I do not remember this. I only remember we having fun with Jan and Anna. But sure. Naomi glanced down, a curious look on her face. Wait, you're... She pointed down and looked between it and him. Wait, are you? Are you posturing? In front of me, you're trying to? She burst into laughter, doubling over as she did. Oh no. You think? She kept laughing, having difficulty breathing. Give you one compliment and it goes right to your head. Well, she did want to watch. Wow, Naomi. I was just messing around. Kurt sipped up as he frowned. I wonder what it says, however. You were just a full service station to a large-titted succubus in a college classroom that will be used on Monday. Keep acting like you have dignity to grasp. Surprised that Diddler didn't leave you with an inferiority complex. Jan didn't show up and everyone staring was getting to Anna. We went into the room to get away and one thing led to another. Naomi smirked. He said so casually. You're lucky the rooms are practically soundproof. Good to see my delay tactic worked. What was that? As I was exiting the library, I saw a large group of frat boys told them there was a dark-haired barmaid looking around the science building. If they complimented her costume and got a picture to post on social media, there'd be a free case of beer. Where did they have to post it? On my roommate's page. Your roommate has his own webpage? Okay. She's been complaining she doesn't have enough followers. Oh, social media page. Kurt smirked. You're quite the troublemaker. Naomi smirked back. And being a quarter hellion will do that. Anyway, we dug up some more information on the girls and their kind. Might help you. Was fast. Use a scrying bowl or something? I should give him a look. More like I have email on my phone. Oh. Here's what I got for you. Oh, we can just ignore it all and go straight to the rest of the game. We hacked the bursar's office. What's a bursar? Since both of their tuitions are paid from the same account. Oh. The address on that account shows up on an incident report in our database. Ooh. A girl was found left for dead in a car, vampire bite, but turns out she was converted. Says agents brought her to the house and the sire was forced to take her in. Oh, so that's Jan, I guess. Forced? Naomi shrugged. We do good work. Says here one vampire was slain, though doesn't say who. Tell me about vampires. Jan is a vampire, obviously. She probably has the usual swath of monster powers, strength, speed, low light vision, etc. Vampires tend to have an instinctive knowledge of the circulatory system. She knows how to quickly get what she needs. You're probably about to ask if she can turn into a bat or hypnotize people or some other overpowered nonsense, and the answer is no. Probably. Probably? Vampires come from different clans, and each clan is run by a vampire lord called a sire. That's inclusive, by the way. Female lords are called sires. Every sire has a special ability they gain when they're powerful enough to become one. Oh, she wants to become a sire? Is that what's up? Then members of their clan, those bitten or born into the clan, gain similar powers. And that's why vampire powers in lore and fairy tales are so inconsistent. They combine many separate clan powers. How powerful you are depends on your social status in the clan. But if you're a sire, aren't you on top? Oh, but everyone else below has powers as well, right? I don't get it. It's a bunch of bourgeoisie, I think, bullshit. I only heard that word in epic rap battles of history, and they said bourgeoisie.
I have no pride for you who ruined everything my revolution was doing to stop the bourgeoisie!
So that's how I'm gonna say it. But the weaker they are in status, the less they can use that power. Unfortunately for you, I don't know what her sire's power are. When I know, you will. Just watch out. She's pretty weak for a vampire though, so there's that. But status-wise, it's unlikely that she'd be allowed this far from home if she wasn't at least favored by someone. Okay. Anna is a Lilitrix, or a lesser succubus. She feeds by absorbing energy from another via skin-to-skin contact, as well as sexual fluids. She also isn't strong enough to control when she does or doesn't feed. I remember, you told me. What I didn't tell you was touching sexual areas lets her absorb more. If you used your hand back there, you probably would have fainted. There is an urban myth about condoms helping, but I don't know if it's true. That is one hell of an urban myth. I had to clean up a few frat boys who still had their rap on their tools. Oh, and another is doing butt stuff with them will instantly kill you. Damn. Hey! I went through Artwitch Studios Twitter, and there was butt stuff with Anna there. She's a summoned demon, though I get suspicions she is untethered. What's that mean? That she doesn't have a master. Demons are summoned for a purpose, and they have to follow the master's orders. However, if the master negates their pact or dies, the demon becomes untethered, free to do what they want. Ooh, is that the sire that was killed when Jan was turned? I can't know for sure. Call it knowing my own kind, but if she were tethered, she'd have more drive, more cunning. Instead, she's an airhead. She's loyal to Jan, but Jan is definitely not her master. She's been with Jan since she was a kid? Naomi raised an eyebrow. Kid? Yeah, you know, a smaller, younger version of people. Gets a special menu at McThickburger. Full demons aren't born. They're summoned as adults, with few exceptions. She was never a child. She's been hanging around those since she fell out of her summoning circle. That explains why she's so embarrassed talking about her childhood. I think I got it. Alright, it's 8:30. You still have a few hours to go. Time for punch. Right here? Well, it's not an embarrassing act now, is it? Just do it. Yeah, no need to stand on ceremony. Naomi reached out and touched his hand and took a breath. Punch. A new checkpoint was made. Go get your dick wet. Well, thank you. Naomi left and Curtis went to the sink to wash his hands, shaking his head. Staring at my dick while I was peeing. Are you sure they're not a monster? So rude. And crude. As he scrubbed his hand, his eyes were drawn to the mirror. Yeah, what the hell happened with the mirror? Is some ghostly stuff going on there. Who? He came face to face with a translucent figure staring back at him, tears in her eyes. You poor soul. Who the f is this? Her voice sounded hollow and faded, like a cell phone conversation when one person is going through a tunnel. She didn't seem to be entirely present, and it was clear some words are being lost. You must find... Wait, stop them. Don't let them go through. It. Stop. Ritual. Find a witch. Covenant. Veil of the crescent moon. Don't let the fate that befell me happen to you. With that, the ghost was gone. Kurt was in shock. Naomi! Naomi! Naomi opened the door again and walked in. You know I can't just walk in here, right? Especially when you just call out my name. I saw a ghost in the mirror. It wanted me to stop the ritual. And something about a witch and a covenant? Naomi walked over to the mirror and pulled out her book. Her hand turned red and the book glowed. I'm not detecting any ectoplasm, but it's a lingering energy source. She closed her book. What's that mean? Most ghosts require an anchor to a place, a connection to their haunting. But being over a ley line, there's all sorts of oddities here. She mentioned the ritual? Yeah. Well, Naomi drifted off. You could go back. What? If they knew something about the ritual, you might be able to get more information out of them if you went back. I just punched you, so it could work. How would I? Naomi looked over her. Well, Anna's riled up. I bet you could convince her. But I'm just saying, the option is there. It can also be dangerous. We could just punch again, keep this weirdness here. What do you want to do? Ooh. Well, I guess we should try our best to find more answers. Alright, well, go have fun. The door is nudged open and a man wearing a hockey outfit entered. By the time Kurt looked over, Naomi was gone, a bathroom stall slamming closed. The hockey player pulled up to the urinal. Kurt washed his hands again, but saw in the mirror he was looking at his phone. Felt bad about leaving Naomi, but didn't see any choice. He left her in the bathroom. Kurt walked back to the classroom and saw Anna cleaned up and blushing. Hey cutie! Everything taken care of? Maybe not. Oh? I reconsidered your offer. Anna blushed before licking her lips. You'd like? What the hell, man? We just got died. That's so rude. Go get your dick. Naomi perked a brow as Kurt grabbed her hand and brought her over to the mirror. Alright. Here, what are you doing? You haven't washed your hands. It's a ghost that's about to appear right here. Kurt pointed at the mirror with a determination, but Naomi just watched him before slowly wiping her hands on her jacket. She pulled out her book and flipped through the pages. I'm not detecting any Wait, what's this? I'm getting a strange reading. The female appeared in front of Kurt once again. Naomi kept looking at her book. There! Right there! Naomi tilted her head, looking back to her book and to the mirror. I don't see anything. But she reached out to the rune on the back of his hand, touching it before her eye went wide. Holy shit! I know! You've done much to speak me again. Once again, the voice sounded like a radio station tuned to slightly the wrong frequency. There was a noise, and not everything came through clearly. Holy shit, she knows I came back! You came back? God damn it, Kurt! It was your suggestion. Can't stay long, but can help. What do you want to know? Who are you? The woman's image remained there, not moving or speaking, failing to acknowledge Naomi's presence at all. Who are you? Cannot. Distant memories fade. But I was lost to the ritual cast upon you, twice loved and lost. You should not share the same fate. Whatever she is not staying long. You've probably only got time for a few questions. Make it quick. Ooh. I don't have a lot of time. How can I break the ritual? What were you in your previous life? Not important, I think. Why are you here? What happened when you died? What do you need to be at peace? Convince them. They must reconsider their plans. Change their mind before it's too late. Their resolve, not strong enough. Not strong enough? For what? They don't want it. Not enough. Doomed to fail. All for nothing. Save self. The ghost was already starting to fade again. It seemed just existing took considerable effort. Not what happened when you died. What were you in your previous life? I did... Yeah, why are you here? My fate should not be yours. Break the spell, live your life. To warn you. Warn me about what? The ghost failed to respond, though Kurt was already quite aware of the danger. Ask her where she is. Where are you? Leyline. Her image flickered in the mirror. Okay, so what were you in your previous life? I was a witch of the Covenant of the Valley of the Crescent Moon. Crescent Valley? You were a witch here? It hasn't been called that in a long time. The spell binds you. Once bound me. Succeeded. Killed by monsters. Loved. What happened to me will to you. She's fading more. And she's gone. Please, you must. Witch of the Covenant. Fellow of the Crescent. Moon. Help you? Me time? Before Kurt could ask any more questions, the ghost form started to blur, her words unintelligible. After a moment, all that was left was mist in the mirror, the ghost's energy apparently spent. Naomi stared for a while before she lifted her finger from its rune. That was surreal. What was she? I don't know. Not a ghost technically, but certainly not something of the mortal plane. Naomi stood up straight and let out a sigh. I really would like more information. Will going back again help? Naomi rubbed her shoulders before shrugging. I don't know. If she is following you through going back, she might not have the energy even if you went back again. Met a non-ghost! The bathroom door opened and the hockey player entered, looked at the two and froze. He stared at Naomi, fear growing on his face. He reached back and opened the door and quickly walked out, like he was suddenly scared of something. What was that about? Saved him from being plant food last month. Speaking of which, how'd you die? Anna. Naomi rolled her eye and shook her head. Typical. Hey, that was your idea, not mine. Yeah, like I'd suggest that. You said, Kurt sighed and rubbed the bridge of his nose. What now? I gotta talk this over with my roommate. I can't give all the details if you go back and the spirit doesn't come back. I recommend a code punch. Alright? Let's do it. Naomi reached out and touched his hand and took a breath. Punch. Checkpoint. 2 checkpoints in one video. Not bad. Alright, go get your dick wet. You already said that.
I'm telling them. I've been informed the previous segment advertising for charity was inappropriate. Even though we're all adults, I have to act like you've never heard of a blowjob.
Huh.
Till tomorrow, my sweets. Time to blow this joint.
Yeah, she's just refusing to take her job seriously. Gotta love that. Kurt went back to the room to get Anna. She was all cleaned up and seemed much better. And as they exited, Jan was there. Ah, there you are. I was looking all over for you. Something was off. She wasn't her normal cool self. She seemed anxious about something. Kurt knew she saw them, but he wasn't sure if Anna did. Care for a magic trick? Anna instantly rolled her eyes. Jan, maybe now isn't the... Jan opened a deck of cards and showed them to him. Pick a card. Any card. Anna groaned as Kurt reached in and picked one. It was the King of Hearts. Memorize it. Put it back in. She quickly shuffled the deck and put it into her pocket. Is this your card? Wait. Jan pulled the King of Hearts out of her cleavage very overtly. Anna sighed. Jan winked. Sexy, right? Now time to... Who the f*** is Adam? Kurt! Ah! Right. Friend. Adam? Hey buddy, how's it going? This is the costume you've been working on so hard? No, that's for tomorrow. And look who you're with. Jan! Adam. And Anna! Hi, Adam. Adam flashed a thumbs up at Kurt beyond the girl's vision. Kurt rolled his eyes. Jan, however, was extremely perturbed. And what exactly are you doing here, Adam? What's up with the face, Jan? You know what's up with the face. You still angry about that? Yes. Well, I'm helping the staff out with the trick-or-treating. I'm passing these out. That's a different kind of treat. Definitely. Maybe have a few tricks in there as well, I guess. He held up a plastic pumpkin, and the three of them looked into the overflowing bucket. It looked like he robbed a sex shop. Condoms? Condoms, lubes, wipes, you know, everything for a fun and safe Halloween. Anna reached in and picked a few condoms up. Jan looked over at her nervously and then did the same, analyzing it but continuing to glance over at Anna. I guess we should take some. Anna gave her a sideways glance. You three planning a busy night? Jan looked like a deer caught in the headlights, instantly regretting the fact she just implied that to Adam. Maybe. Hey, I'm not judging. Besides, it's way sexier when the girl has them. It's cool when the girl takes charge and makes sure it gets put on. I mean, yeah, that's what I do. You put them on? Of course. Why sit bored and watch him fumble with it when you can get proactive? Jan put on a heavy blush. I mean, I've done it plenty of times. I just don't do it regularly. Of course you do. Jan looked up from her handful of condoms and determination grew on her face. Her eyes moved to Kurt's. Put your finger up. I want to show her my technique. Oh no. Fortunately, I guess this can be viewed on YouTube. Kurt held his finger up as requested while Jan tore the wrapper open. She gently took the condom and placed it over his finger, rolling it down. Not much of a technique now, is it? She reached the bottom of his finger and smugly smiled. There we go.
Huh?
Seriously, Jan? Let's see you do better. Yeah. Anna opened the condom packet with a smirk and took it out before placing it against her lips. She sucked in, letting the suction keep it resting on her lips, and took a hold of Kurt's hand, bringing it closer to her face. She pressed the... That's a lot of gluck. She pressed the condom to the tip of his fingers and parted her lips just enough to let his finger slide in, slipping the condom down the length of his finger in one swift motion. Her lips tightened around the base of his finger, before she pushed his hand up so his finger went a little deeper. She was through, a smile forming ear to ear as she looked back to Jan. Didn't say we were getting it on. I could have done that. Anna stuck out her tongue. Oh really? Let's see it then. You're up. All my thoughts are just dripping out the one ear here. It's just empty head. Just take it in, you know. Undeterred, Jan took another condom and ripped it open and placed it against her lips. Repeating the same thing Anna did, she pressed it up to the tip of his finger and parted her lips just enough to slide the finger in. However, she had significantly more trouble getting down to the bottom of his finger. Struggled moans coming from her. But she was determined. She made it all the way down triumphantly, but as she was coming up, Kurt felt a prick on his finger and yelped. Yeah. That's what I thought would happen. You know, vampires cannot do that shit. Jan withdrew quickly and removed the condom to reveal it was bleeding. Oh no! I'm sorry, She trailed off as she looked down at his finger. We should stop the bleeding. Oh, Lord! Lord! Now we are talking! And with Adam just looking at us here as well. God damn! She took his finger and placed it into her mouth, moving her head down along it. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, this... If I'm allowed to, this is the thumbnail. Kurt felt his cheeks grow hot, watching Jan suckle on his finger and feeling her tongue sliding curl up around it. Anna balked at her friend while Adam slowly removed his mask with wide eyes. As he withdrew his finger, Kurt found the wound healed, with a small scab. Oh, vampire healing, huh? Jan blushed heavily at him as Adam rushed over to take a look. Oh, I thought that was a lot worse. You know, a lot of blood in hands, well, something like that. No glove, no love. Before they could address it, a voice rang out in the halls. Hello, Adam? Where the hell are you? Ah, crap! You better not be shutting up another group again. Who's that? Kay. I kinda promised to not, I just went to go and find someone when I bumped into you guys. So... Adam? Anna, you take the bucket and go find her. Tell her I'm coming. But... Play along, I'll make it up to you later. He shoved it into her hands and pushed her off, and the bunny girl ran. Adam grabbed Kurt and Jan's hands and pulled them with him. Where are you taking us? After rounding the corner, he stopped at the door. Shit, you two hide in here. Adam pulled open the door into what was possibly the tightest, narrowest janitor closet on the entire campus. Adam, this is a closet! Quick, quick! Before either Jan or Kurt had a chance to protest, he had shoved them both inside the cramped space and closed the door. Adam, what the fuck? I'll be back, just wait there! Now that they were both inside, Kurt could feel how cramped they were. Oh hey, Kay, see? Not hanging out with another group, I found Anna! Just like that, Jan and Kurt were stuck tight in the janitor's closet. Little did Adam know that he left Kurt alone with a vampire, one who had plans to kill him. It seemed she wanted to kill Adam more, though. Can't believe that bastard! But yeah, we will cut the episode short here, because I happen to know that there's a scene here, so we will save it for the next episode. It's so stupid and cute and funny, and you gotta love that. So yeah, let's see how far we get in the next week's episode when Kurt/Theo has to roughhouse with a vampire in a tight closet. Well, thank you guys for watching, and thank you Josef for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. If you guys want to help me out, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one, and remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye everyone.